Frequency distribution tables. A frequency distribution table is a table that summarises values and their frequency. It's a useful way to organise data. Frequency is the number of times something occurs. And in our case, it's the number of times a piece of data occurs. Let's have a look at an example. Listed below is the amount of students who attended baseball training every week over the year. When we look at all of that data, we can see we have a lot of data that is quite difficult to sit there and type into our calculator. So let's put it into a frequency distribution table. You would have learnt many years ago on how to do a table and a tally. So here we have in the left-hand column all of our scores, and I've done a tally by crossing off and putting a mark each time I've seen one of the numbers. When we add the last column, we add the frequency. This is just where I have counted up the tally and put the number of times that number appeared. We can now remove the tally column and we have a frequency distribution table. Okay, using the same example, let's calculate the mean, median and mode of this data. So here we have our table from the previous slide. We're now going to add another column. This is called the FX column. The FX column is just the score multiplied by the frequency. So for the first one, the score of 15 appeared 10 times. So we go 15 times 10 equals 150. For the second score of 16, it appeared 5 times. So we have 16 times 5 equals 80, and so on. At the bottom, I've put the total of the FX column. So 150 plus 80 plus 85 plus 396 plus 114 and plus 80. I've also done the total of the frequency column. 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 22 plus 6 plus 4. And that equals 52. To calculate the mean, we take the FX column of 905, the total of that column of 905, and divide it by our total frequency, or how many pieces of data we had, which was 52. So our mean is 17.4. To calculate the median, we look and we know that we had 52 pieces of data. So if we go halfway between 52, that would be the 26th and the 27th score. Now, if you look at your frequency distribution table, you will see that the 26th and 27th piece of data would appear in the 18th because we've got 10 in the 15, then we've got 5 16s, so that's 15, then we've got another 5 17s, so that's 20 pieces of data, and then we've got 22 18s. So that would take us to 42 pieces of data. So we can tell that the 26th and 27th score would be 18. So the average of those is 18 plus 18 divided by 2, which equals 18. And the mode, well, once again, we look at our frequency distribution table and we can see that 18 has a frequency of 22. So that would be our mode.